So, at this lonely Caturday, I'm in Hyperfire. What I'm gonna record today is basically how to make a VRoid, and I'm gonna stream that here just with sharing my screen. So, VRoid Studio. So this is what we're gonna use. It's a 3D character creation software with which you can do anime-like looking avatars, and you can download it for free. I'm using it from Steam. It's actually really good there. Cool. So what is always really important if you use any kind of character creation software is to also read their documentation around the rights that you have. So if you're using pre-made models from other creators, you do not have like the commercial rights of those. But if you do create your own character from scratch with this tool, with VRoid Studio, then you also have the full rights for that model. Alright, so I am just going to switch my screen share. And I'm going to jump into VRoid Studio. So, I actually really like this tool. It gives you a lot of opportunities to play around with like your own kind of proportions and features and whatever you like. And you can also really just use this as a base and then like go into other programs. So this is actually how my avatar looked like when it came out from here. But then I took it to Blender and Unity to actually like develop it a bit further and make it even more like customized to how I'd like it to be. So just gonna take this. You can make it a bit of a non-binary shape, but I can show you also later how especially like the chest area is not really made for very small boobs. So I got I got some weird edges here that I actually only noticed later on. But yeah, so this is how you basically start off, and you can choose some of these bases for the face, like if it's rather a bit angry or cute or very cute. And yeah, here you can basically do all that kind of special things with the eyes. Really export it like you want. Thick lips. Yeah. And then you can choose a hairstyle. Actually, like this one, or this one's quite cute too, or that one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this one for now. You can put a color over here. And there you have like color variations. So this whole color consists of 3 individual colors. Actually, yeah, you can play around with this a lot in terms of height as well. I'm gonna make her more like my height. Like that. Oh, something on her head. Interesting. I'm gonna keep this at 0 because so there you have to be careful that you don't get these weird bulges. It's really annoying. I don't know. Still don't know what this all means. But yeah, I think like this it's fairly alright. Maybe this again over there. Cool. Alright. So far so good, VRoid. Then we can think about an outfit. Actually like the pants and stuff. Definitely let's think about accessoires. Glasses. Thick glasses. And what is very cool here, you can actually design your own glasses with this kind of mesh shaper, which is really neat, I think. Alright, let's do this instead. Cool. That wasn't a good idea. So I noticed I made a mistake, and therefore we're back in VRoid, and I just quickly show how I made her outfit. So there are whole sets of outfits that you can use that are pre-made, but you can also put together your own set of clothing, and you can do that here on the clothing tab, and there's all kinds of options. So what I went for is the tops, and then you can go to the presets and you can choose a clothing, and I chose this pink hoodie. And then you can actually make some adjustments on that hoodie as well. Something like determine the sleeve thickness, or how big it is in the front, how much crease it has. I like that crease. And thick it is in the middle. I think it only goes sideways. And then what is also cool is you can customize the texture. So you just click on edit texture, and then what I already did is I added these extra layers. So you can basically put images, like PNG images, where you like you could just save this and use it as a preset in terms of the dimensions, and then put your assets that you want on it. I put them on different layers, but you can also put them on the same layer. And then yeah, this is the hoodie, and you can obviously change the colors, like the shade color. That's really nice in this program. Like we already saw it on the skin before, how like the overall color is made up of shades and different accent colors. You could also paint something on it over here, but you don't have to. And then I did some things here with the shoes, where I had a couple settings, but this is already the texture, and I don't want to save it because I didn't do too much. So the shoes itself you would change over here. So I selected these ones from the preset and then saved them as my own item as I changed them up a bit. And there's really lots of presets that you can take as a start and then go from there. Also all kinds of socks that you can choose from. Yeah, that was it so far, and then I only showed how to export it. You go here, export it as VRM, and VRM is this file format that already is very good in terms of interoperability, especially for web. And also there's opportunities to import those into Unity and then put them on other social VR platforms. But what is also really important is that we want to reduce it, because right when it comes out from VRoid, if we don't reduce it here, it is very heavy actually. And we can just go, like anyways, kind of like messy hair, so turn this hair smoothness down a bit. This might not be super easy to pull back and forth because it's a bit render intensive depending on your computer. You want to be careful with these sliders, and then also check that your VRoid still looks good, because sometimes the body slips out or something if you reduce the body or the clothes too much. But this all looks good to me so far. We also didn't reduce a lot yet. And then here we can choose either 2 or 8. Because I didn't do a lot with this one yet, I would maybe just go for 8 for now. Just have a bit more opportunity to play around, but I might export it differently later, and you can always go back and export it as well. So 8 is good for me for now. This doesn't have to be super high. Don't seem to get rid of the bones, but just gonna stick with this. This was from the last export, so that already works. So yeah, we add all this metadata here. So VRM file formats, that VRMs, they contain also the metadata, so that's a really great way to save those. So I would say this is version 1, because we already exported one before. Great. So this is all good for now, but obviously feel free to like take a deeper look and fill in all your details accordingly. And then I'm just gonna save this as 1. And so now it's gonna export this VRM, and we can actually just test it right away inside of Hyperfy. Right here. Alright, so I did have people joining and I didn't even switch on the mic. Oh. Caturday. There we go. And yeah, in my case, I would always, so it's like very poor, this one, and I would always still take her to Unity and then do stuff with her. What is great though, what you can already see here is that a VRM already has like all the rigging done in the face, like all the eye movements, and also all the visemes when talking, or visemes. And it's obviously also full body rigged already, and has the dynamic bones in there as well. So that's some really cool stuff, but therefore it's also, yeah, very poor. It has like super high triangle count, 9 skinned meshes, and which is also really bad. And the texture size, like the total texture size, is also way too big. But it is what it is for now. We can optimize it later. And so I'm just gonna equip it. Yep, that's how it's gonna look like in world. Hey, Amused. I can hear you. Okay, great. Awesome. I can't see the avatar talk though. Like it would like actually move the mouth or something when I'm talking. Or at least that would be nice to have. But yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, super fast. And yeah, from here, from this point on, like where you have it already that far, you can like take it into other programs and like do some more adjustments, add some cool shaders on top of it or something. And I might at some of the next Caturdays show how to take your VRoid into Blender, like how to import VRMs into Blender, and then also the UniGLTF Unity package, so you can actually bring your VRM into Unity and then also upload it to, for example, VRChat or Somnium Space. And then obviously that also applies to all other VRMs that you have. So that's a pretty good thing. Cool. Yeah, I think that was it for today. I'm gonna edit the video a bit and then, yeah, thanks for coming, Amused.